is a trailer up on stills. Got the microwave banana?
Microwave banana.
You know, the Baron got a leg cramp, so the Baron is deficient in potassium just like I am.
And we're live on Facebook.
That's it. Everything. We're here. We're out here. Salt of the Streets live stream pre-show episode 48. Fuck, right?
Yeah.
That's what I have here.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a few weeks since we've been here. Is this like the third Saturday, like missed 2 Saturdays, and now we're here on the third one?
I think so.
That's what it is. I get a real hard time with that. People are like, I'll see you next Saturday, you know, or like this next Saturday. Like, I don't even know. That's a whole nother deal. But
well, your sense of time is right now a little in flux, is it not?
Yeah, someone asked me the other day, before we do that, I'm Donovan.
I'm Colin.
And like I said, we are happy to have you. Salt of the Streets pre-show, Facebook, Instagram at Salt of the Streets. We have our own personals, alpaca_Donovan on Instagram. That's me. Salt of the Street on Twitter. He is Big Bird Offie on both of those things. You can find all of our shit at saltofthestreets.com. We are here every Saturday that we can be. Sometimes that fluctuates. And the shit comes out on Monday. We put out a blog post on Thursday that also comes out in audio form. It's sick nasty. We're fucking out here. So it's been a couple weeks because I had my wife had a baby.
Nice
2 weeks ago. So yeah, on the 21st, great. Dax was born. It was a whole deal. So we spent a couple days in the hospital, and then, you know, I've been off work for a couple weeks. So this is the first show back. It's going to be a good time.
So how long have you been off now? Has it been 2 weeks now?
2 weeks. Yeah, I missed those 2 weeks because we did a show the Saturday before he was born. Well, dog, I was out here and we did a show that you put out on that Monday that he was born.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is the third week I've missed 2 weeks. That's why I was trying to get that established.
There
right?
we go.
So the baby was born, and like you're saying, the other day somebody was at the house. I don't remember exactly who it was, but they asked me, Jordan's friend Kaylee, she said, how many times does he eat a day? And I was like, okay, so in a 24-hour period, like this is about how many times he would eat, because days and nights like don't mean anything anymore. You know, it is absolutely in periods of 3 hours. Like that's how the days go by, you know, and at night there's like one big sleep, like 5 or 6 hours. And so you can generally count on that, but not every time. And so when I went to work, like I went to Bennick to like bring him to show everybody on Tuesday, you know, and like Nikki's not there on Tuesday, and I fucking forgot all about that because that was part of the reason I went there, was to like do stuff for my insurance and like talk about vacation time and like show her like my kid and stuff. And she wasn't even there. And so they were telling me about that. And I was like, honestly, I don't even know what day it is, so I didn't consider that. Like, I just knew yesterday we talked about it. We're like, tomorrow we're going to go to Bennick. So, like, that's what we did. Like, I texted my mom on, like, Thursday night, and I didn't know what day it was, so I was just like, happy fucking whatever day it is, like, blah, 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 you know? And that's where it's at. I just am trying to keep track of when I have to go back to work.
This is true. Well, I mean, you made it to Saturday.
Yes.
And so you made it over here.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Now you have a nice baseline to now plan the rest of your week. So then you don't technically go back to work till next week, right?
Correct. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to take this week off also. This coming week, next week, I'm going to take that off also. And so that will be really nice. I've been able to get some stuff at home done, like not all of the stuff. Drywall. His fucking room, for some reason, I've been putting that off for like so long, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing that, you know? But I put up a piece of drywall the other day. Like but it was late at night, and I don't have a problem doing shit while he's sleeping, but I don't like doing stuff while him and Jordan are sleeping, you know, because Jordan is easier to wake up than the baby. Yeah. And I would rather her get sleep, but the baby...
She needs more sleep than anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially during this next week, because this is the last week you're going to be there. And then it's... Yeah. And then she's flying solo while you're at work. But I bet you, like, you know, Grand Nan and stuff will want to help out. And
yeah, I'm sure. Well, and her sister also like is a stay-at-home mom, so I think her and Aaron are gonna probably spend a lot of time together because they're both not working.
That'd be good.
That would be nice.
And she just went through all this stuff.
Yes. Like the boys are, Dax and Kevin are 9 months and like a week apart or some shit like that. Like almost exactly 9 months apart. So that will be very cool. Yeah, it's been a good time.
It's been a good time.
It's been an interesting. It was wild. Like that first day that we were home by ourselves, we're sitting there after everybody had left, because people come over to see the baby and shit, and so we're sitting there by ourselves, and he's in his swing, and we're like watching TV, and which, by the way, we got home, right? Casey watched our house, and I turned the TV on when I got there, and we stopped and we got some food, and then we had to bring all of our stuff downstairs, and we had to bring the baby downstairs and like show him to the dog, and like, we hadn't been home in a couple of days, so we had to go and see the dog ourselves first, so she would calm the fuck down and stuff. And there was this show that was on the History Channel when I turned the TV on, and Forged in Fire. Have you ever heard of this show before? It is like all about blacksmithing. About blacksmithing. And so I have no particular interest in blacksmithing itself, right? But we were so focused on their shit that it just stayed on, and we're like feeding him and eating ourselves and doing other things. So it's just like playing. And we stayed up super fucking late, until like 2, 3 in the morning because our schedule was so and it's still so fucked up, and we watched that show the entire time. Like we just never changed it for some reason, But they had to do weird shit, like they had to take an old chainsaw, like make a sword out of it, or like a fucking big ball bearing. You had to melt it down and then make a sword out of it, and like weird shit like that. And it was really pretty rad.
That is pretty cool.
It was very strange.
I've dabbled in the art of blacksmithing, and
I remember that.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, it was cool to watch.
Yeah.
So because they would, they got to make this thing, and then they use it on something, whether it's like a fucking skull or like a deer's antler or some shit like that,
and fucking like slice it. Or something?
Yeah, and fuck it all up, because it's not made to be like a regular sword, and then they use it to try and cut something, and so those are like the two tests that are like how it feels in your hand, because the people are all like, this has fucking nice hand feel. This is definitely a chopper. Like they say shit like that all the time. And then after they have fucked it up, they see if it holds its edge. And it was weird, man.
It'd be funny. You go to, like slice a watermelon, but it's so blunt, the whole thing just fucking explodes.
Yeah.
Boom!
They used like bags of sand, and pig carcasses and shit like that to like just see how it was weird.
That is weird,
but it was interesting to watch.
I bet.
I didn't hate it at all. Before I forget, will you tell us what you had to eat before the show today?
Starbucks, and you got to quit pounding the table, bro. I know it's been a while.
It's been a couple weeks. I got this.
But I just had the Starbucks again today. Saturdays are kind of a get up, hit the ground running type of morning. And sometimes, depending on how much show prep I get done on Friday, I'm like grinding my nose to the grindstone as soon as I wake up to the minute we start recording, really.
And your wife was drunk last night, so you didn't get much research done last night.
I didn't get any research done last night, but that's because my life is research. I live this shit. I bleed the red, white, and blue of political bullshit in the culture war.
I think that's the only reason at all that I'm excited to go back to work, because like I enjoy that. I enjoy like listening to 40 plus hours a week of podcasts, and
wicked jealous that you still have the capability to do that.
Now every morning I'm like, I'm in the bathroom before I'm getting ready to take a shower, and so I'm pulling up my podcast app, and I'm just having to just delete all these fucking podcasts off there, and I'm just like, fuck.
That's soul crushing.
I'm missing all this,
Soul crushing.
I never wanted to listen to Ben Shapiro before, but now I'm like, where are you at, Ben? Like, where are you at?
Where you at?
But
you're not missing much.
And I didn't feel like I was, but it's because all the things that we decided we're going to talk about, I was able to get like some. I still listened to like the Daily and Up First, because those are like quick, and I know that I'll stay up to date with the shit that's going on,
Those are usually, if I am busier than all hell, which I have been this past week, those two always get hit regardless, just because they're so short and digestible.
Up First is good, man. Up First is a really good podcast.
And it's like 15, 20 minutes max.
And it's almost too short for them to really have any type of political spin. Like, it's really like, people are like, oh, fucking NPR or whatever. Like, that's a really good quality podcast. Much less spin than NPR politics podcast.
Yes.
Much less.
1,000%.
I like that shit. It's much more moderate, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, they don't have time to do that. They're just trying to get the facts out.
Yeah,
and move
just
the fuck
spit the
on.
facts out. Every now and again you get like a 3 to 5 minute conversation that was recorded, via some interview with somebody. And then you just get, okay, here's the facts. What's going on?
Yeah.
Boom, we're moving on.
When they do it so early in the morning, because it's done every morning at like 2 or some shit like that, so that it can come out that same day with all of the same information that the Daily has, and the Daily is done that morning as well.
Yeah.
So,
what are we smoking here, by the way?
That is something delicious, Smoky Point.
It's really good.
And it's rolled well, which is nice. It's burning super good. It was a weird container. Yeah, Smoky Point something. I don't know.
Cinderella's Dream.
Ooh.
Look at that. I'm going to get a glass fucking slipper.
The person that helped me at the weed store.
The person of interest.
Shit. The person that helped me told me this was like a really good sativa.
That's good. Sativas are nice. I like a good sativa. I got a nice green crack joint I picked up the other day.
America,
I love
did you
green
just
crack.
save that?
What's that?
I put the cherry in there.
Yeah, you got it.
Shit.
You're fucking pro, dude.
Hi, Grandma. Grandma Nancy watching this out here. Shout out, Grandma.
So before we go any further, let's talk about what we are going to talk about today.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk some shutdown, Roger Stone. You're going to give me some Democratic candidates because that's one thing I have not been paying attention to. You're going to talk to me about some state abortion bills. Yeah. We're going to talk about Venezuela. And then we are going to have a general conversation about House Bill 1638 that just came out in Washington that has to do with removing the philosophical exemption for vaccines for children going into schools and shit like that. And
very well put, by the way.
Thank you. And that is just like, I don't know. I mean, I've cared about that for a long time, but it seems like the last like 2-3 months that's been a fucking huge deal.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit because I had to give Jordan the rundown on it yesterday because immediately I was like, fuck yeah, I would vote for that, and then like a couple minutes later, I'm like,
maybe,
oh, man, I don't know about that. And I'm like, I don't like
it's a weird ground.
The libertarian in me is like, don't fucking tell me what I have to put in my body. Like, you don't fucking tell me what I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I told Jordan, I was like, it's not like I would never not get vaccinated. I got them all right now. What we're going to do to the kid. Like, but I don't know. Something weird about that.
Yeah. It's weird to have the man telling you what you have to inject into your child.
The old school patriot in me is like, don't you fucking tell me what to do, government. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this question. Have you heard anything about the proposed Virginia abortion legislation at all?
No.
Okay. Just curious if you had any info about that situation before going into it.
Grandma would like us to remind people that there was a reason those vaccines were invented.
Yeah,
and there's a reason that people get them. And there's like 22 fucking cases of like confirmed cases of measles in Washington State or some such
more
shit.
Than that now,
and more than that, and
I think it broke into the 30s,
which is stupid.
So
the first time someone gets polio, which I don't wish on anybody, right? I'm gonna put that out there right now. The first time someone gets polio, be like, that's what y'all motherfuckers get, Unless it's somebody who got vaccinated for it and somebody gave it to them and they just got fucked over, in which case I'm going to be like, y'all are assholes.
Yeah.
Y'all are, sorry about that.
You can y'all are assholes.
I just got to keep my hands to myself. I got to not touch the table anymore.
Oh,
it's been too long because I don't do that anymore. I feel terrible. I feel out of place here. It's not here, but you know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, I got to get back into this. It's a whole deal. So
you're perfect right now. All but the slapping of the table. We don't need that.
Slapping of the tables.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. Mm-hmm. I already ate food, and I think we're good.
I think so. I think that about covers it for today.
Because I want to actually talk about this shit now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been. I've been around pretty much nobody but my wife and baby, and little motherfucker don't say shit. And Jordan is very tired, so the last thing that she wants to do is talk about politics, you know
Definitely,
what I'm saying? Or like anything like that. And it's not something that I've been thinking about a lot, because pretty much any waking moment that I have that I am not doing something in my house, because I finished the TV stand, by the way. It fucking looks so good. 2 coats on it, a light sand on it. Oh my god, it looks so fucking good, Colin.
Is that money?
God, it looks beautiful. I can't wait to put it in my house so that you can see it, because it looks fantastic. And it's like this dark, you know, with all our other wood furniture is dark. It's gonna look good.
I'm really excited about it.
So we did all that, and
if you want to see that, it's up on the Instagram of Salt in the Streets, I believe. Right?
Yes, yeah. And I will I'll take another picture of it now that it's all done and everything.
Yeah, once it's in place. I think that'd be nice.
So pretty much every waking moment that I have that I'm not doing something like that, I'm playing Red Dead. You know, like if Jordan is sleeping and the baby's sleeping, and I don't want to do survival, I'm like, well, I'm gonna play Red Dead. So
Absolutely.
So I've been getting some real good shit going in Red Dead. Yesterday, for like 2 hours, I went back and forth between the horse fence and the carriage fence, like stealing a carriage and taking it to the carriage fence, and then stealing a horse over there and taking it back to like the horse fence.
Just making money.
For just like work. 2 hours. Yeah, it was like really fun, and I got pretty good at it. So it was a whole deal. I got really good at fucking punching people when I go by them on a horse, you know, like, because it takes timing to like really get them.
It does. I have not successfully done that before.
It's tough, so I'm getting good at it. So
stop talking, because let's end this, because I think we should just start out talking about what you've been doing.
We're doing it.
Word. Thanks for hanging out with us.
saltofthestreets.com. Check it out for everything. Monday for the episode, Thursday for the blog post.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace.